it's Steve Counts again for part 2 on the marketing campaign we did for our customers, and I wanted to share with you the exact samples of it. Just to recap, this was a program where we did some research on our customer, who the buyer was, and found out it was female. We found out that this particular group is really into hassle-free relationships, making it easier for them because of all the stress that they have in their job. In our current economy, many of us are finding that we're doing more than we were doing before because people have been laid off. So we get more jobs, usually at the same pay, but at the same time, we have the other responsibilities at home. And there's a lot of pressures on home always, but even more in this economy. So, hassle-free, no problem, make it easy sells extremely well right now, and particularly to the female buyer, which is one of our largest groups of buyers. So we developed a direct mail that went to our customers, and I wanted to just kind of demonstrate that to you. We found that they had a strong affinity to certain brands, so we tried to tie that in, and we tried to really promote the idea that, hey, we're here to help you. Your life is going to be easier by using digital print ink, and building a wall, a fence around them to make sure that they stay right here and keep using our services. So anyway, here's the piece. It was actually, if you recall, we did a piece where, I think you can see this all right, it's in a large envelope. Hopefully you can see the address is in Crayola. And we did that on purpose because inside the piece itself is a box of the real Crayolas, the brand. Because we found in our research that this is a very favorable memory, a very favorable brand to our customers, particularly the female audience. So in this piece, we had someone actually handwrite. Each word was with a different color crayon. And so when you get this in the mail, it's like, okay, who's this from? Plus, you'll notice that these stamps are real stamps, and they're a little bit crooked, kind of the way a child or a kid would do. So that's the perception. With the Crayolas in there, it's lumpy. So that's sort of like, hey, that kind of stands out. And then when they, so we know the open rate on this was extremely high. I mean, can you imagine somebody getting it and not opening it? More than likely, other people in the office would say, well, who's this from? I want to see. So we knew that we had a strong audience there. Crayolas, again, by their very nature, if you just remember what it was like to have new Crayolas at school, and what a fond memory that was, you know, and they're so perfect. The tip is just right. You don't want to use it, you know, because you want to preserve that. They even have a unique smell. I mean, you can probably remember that yourself. Makes you want to go out and get a box today, right? But anyway, that was part of it. And we even mentioned that in our letter. And then, in addition to that, we offered a coloring contest. Why not? You had the Crayolas in there. And we invited them for themselves or maybe their children, to enter our contest. And guess what the prizes were? First place for the best photo colored piece was a Wii, which was tested really high in the surveys. Second was a gift certificate to Disney, anything Disney. Well, we knew that would be popular. And then third place was a package of M&Ms that were personalized. You could have your name on it and your picture. Just think of how kids would like, how cool that would be for kids. So that was our contest. And then the letter itself, it talks about in the letter, and we try to make it very colorful, you know, tying it all together. It talks about, you know, why would we send you a box of Crayolas? Because, A, it's a great memory. Remember what it was like in a child when you got your new box, and all the other kids had their old broken crayons, you know, with the stubby ends. Yours was nice and new. So that was kind of a fun thing. Then we said, we know that was an easier time, and we're faced with some challenges right now in our economy. We want to do what we can at Digital Print Ink to make your life hassle-free, and that's what we do. And we have quotes from testimonials from our customers, which is always a good thing, testimonials telling about how easy it is to do business with Digital Print Ink. And then we also said, hey, jump in the contest. You know, you can win these valuable prizes. I think we even had a free book that they could receive, which is a book on tips on printing, which is always valuable. And it was in a very nice bind. So that was sort of the letter. And then we also had an offer. this offer was a 30 minutes of free direct mail consultation just on how to brainstorm on new ideas, how you can do something like this for your customers, or maybe something totally different. So that's how we did it, and our response was well over 6%, which we thought was fairly good. We had a huge result from it. And then in the next video, I'm going to tell you how we actually solved the problem, because we weren't sure, well, how do we judge? You know, how do you judge from a 2-year-old or a 15-year-old? How do you decide? So we came up with a real creative idea on that really helped us even better, as particularly tying into Facebook. And those of you that are looking into social media, this is a really cool idea. So I'll get that to you on the next video, okay? Just remember, digital print ink, that's what we do, is help people come up with creative ideas to touch base with their customers so they don't lose them, so they buy more, and they get some customers back who maybe haven't been doing business with them for a while. DPI, over and out, Steve Counts.